This week, the Beechmont Players open Moonlight and Magnolias. This should be interesting. We have with us today the director and one of the actors from the show, Laura Berkemeyer, and actor Ron Mason. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
How's it going so far?
Well, it's Tech Week, so we're getting ready
hectic.
for opening on Friday. So still some things to finish, but it's going great. It's going great.
Very good. We're hoping for a really bad final dress rehearsal, right? Because that means a good show.
Usually,
exactly right.
yes, yes.
Okay, so Moonlight and Magnolias, what's it about?
Ron, I'm going to let you give this
Yeah,
one.
so it's about the producer, David O. Selznick, who
Yeah.
I play in the show, and he is 5 days into filming, and he realizes he absolutely hates the screenplay
The screenplay
of Gone with the Wind.
Of Gone with the Wind.
Correct, Margaret Mitchell's book. So he throws it out, he fires his director, his screenplay writer, and he hires 2 new guys. And now he locks them in his office, and they have 5 days to come up with a new screenplay. And they live on a diet of bananas and peanuts.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarity from start to finish.
And so what drew you to the role?
So I actually played this role about 13 years ago with a different community theater company, and it was on my short list of shows that I've done where I said, if I ever have the opportunity to do
that
this
again.
I would absolutely love to. And when I saw
I'm going to
that,
get to you in a minute, but I have
you're
to ask you
fine.
this question.
Yes, ma'am.
I did a show many years ago, and I thought, I wish I could do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like after some time you process more about the character
Absolutely.
and things like that.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what is meaningful to you about this character as the screenplay is getting redone?
yeah, there's some similarities in terms of his perfectionistic attributes. I am a perfectionist by
Yeah.
trade,
Yeah.
and I do get anxiety about things and stuff.
Yeah.
So you just want things to be right, and he's willing to do everything that it takes to make that happen, and that just kind of speaks to me
Yeah,
as a
and
person.
as we get older, we're more, I think, conscious of our own stuff that
Absolutely.
we can bring to it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Laura, your turn.
Yes.
What do you think about this production? Obviously, we're in Tech Week, so it's a little hectic. It opens when, and what are people going to get out of this play?
So it opens on Friday. We have 6 performances, so we're operating through August 10th. And for me, this show, much like Ron, I've been wanting to do this show for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's one of the first scripts I ever read that made me laugh out loud while I was
Yeah.
sitting there reading it. And so I knew that it was going to be something really fun. It also has some serious undertones. I mean, it's 1939 we're talking about. We're, right before World War II. We're talking about 2 Jewish characters in the show, and so the implications that connect to that in their world.
Wow, yeah.
So it really balances well this really quite slapstick comedy, and literally in some scenes, and with this like really serious pending war that's coming.
So there's that in that time frame, and then the subject matter of Gone with the Wind. You've got
Exactly.
the Old South and all of the racial concerns there. I mean, there was a time you could even download Gone with the Wind, which
Oh, yes.
won the Oscar back in the day because of the tension surrounding that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
How is that handled?
Oh, it is absolutely handled. We have a lot of conversation in the show about it.
Yeah.
The race question is brought up a lot because Ron's character, David O. Selznick, an actual person, the actual
Yeah.
producer
Yeah.
for the show, was a Jewish man working in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And the writer that he hires, Ben Hecht, also the real writer for the show, also a Jewish man living in Hollywood.
Right.
And so they are starting to feel the implications of that pending war and what it feels like to be sort of persecuted for their
Yeah.
identity. So it all ties together. It's really expertly done. It's a smart comedy. And
Yes.
it's really great at, like I said, balancing that really hilarity of the slapping and the antics, but also it has heart.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well put. Okay, so where do we go to see it? The information's on the screen here.
So the Anderson Center in Anderson on 5 Mile Road is where we perform. Beechmont Players, their website is beechmontplayers.org. You can get tickets there. We open Friday and we'll run through the 10th, so be sure to get your tickets.
Fantastic. Good luck with the run of the show.
Thank you so
Break
much.
a leg.
Thank you.
We appreciate you stopping in.
Thank
you for having us.
Yeah, great conversation. Okay, Catherine Bodak, you're up next.
Yes.
With our forecast. It looks pretty clear out there right now.
Yeah, a much quieter.